There was a rich king who had 3 beautiful daughters, but the youngest was the prettiest, and the king loved her the most. The 2 of them were married and were happy. One day, the king was feeling weak, so he called his 3 daughters.
I want to talk to you because I feel weak and sick, and I need that one of you takes my place.
Don't worry, Father, I will take her place.
Don't interrupt me.
Let him talk.
I have thought about dividing my kingdom into 3 equal parts, one to each of you.
That will be fair.
I will live for a while with each of you, and I will take with me 100 men.
100 men?
But that's not all. I will divide my kingdom into 3 equal parts according to your love and kindness.
Then there was silence in the room. The king asked the oldest daughter,
How much do you love me?
More than my own life. Come and live with me. I will take care of you. I love you more than anybody could love you on the whole wide world.
I love you as a daughter should love a father, and I love you as much as food needs salt.
The king was very angry because he was disappointed from the youngest daughter and said,
That's all? Well, I will divide my kingdom between your 2 sisters, and you will receive nothing.
I don't know how to express myself as you do, but I love our father as much as you do. And I know you must be very happy right now because you wanted so much this kingdom. Now will be yours.
The 2 sisters were laughing at her.
I don't want to see you anymore.
But father!
Get out of my castle and never come back!
The crying princess left the palace, taking only one dress, which is a party dress.
I have been walking for days. I'm so tired.
One day, she got to the edge of a lake where she saw some reeds. She looked herself in the water and she saw a beautiful image.
I will make a dress to cover my elegant dress I'm wearing. Also, I will make a hat to cover my elegant brown hair.
From that day on, when people see her, they call her Reed Hat. One day, she arrived to a land near a castle of a handsome prince who was looking for a princess. Then she went to talk to the cook.
I know you have so much work with so many parties and so many guests. Can I work here?
The truth is, I don't have much work, but if we make a mistake, I will throw you away from here.
The princess worked alone and never complained. She wasn't getting paid and she could only get food to eat. Once in a while, she could see her father, and that made her feel happy. Meanwhile, her father wasn't rich as he was, because he had already divided the kingdoms between his other 2 daughters. And with his 100 men, he went to the oldest daughter's house.
I'm happy to see you, Father, but you're bringing too many people. I think that 15 is enough for you.
What are you saying? I give you my kingdom, and you cannot have my men living here?
The second daughter heard his complaints and said,
Come on, Father, my sister's right. Why do you want so many men for? You should fire them all. Can say I can't have all those people here.
Oh. I will go back with your sister. At least she won 50 of my men. You are so ungrateful.
The old man traveled slowly, and by the time he got to his oldest daughter's house, So she ordered to close all the gates. When he arrived, a man from the high tower shouted,
Go away, my lady doesn't want you.
The old king sadly fired all his men and had to sell his horse. Then started walking through the woods, where he found an abandoned hut and stayed there to live. One day, Red Hat was walking through the forest looking for fruits for the prince. When she saw her father, she felt sorry for him. The old king didn't recognize her because he was almost blind and she was wearing a hat and a dress.
Good morning, sir. Do you live here alone?
Yes, I would want to take care of an old man.
Many people, and you need some help? Just tell me.
Then she started cleaning his house, made the bed and cooked for him.
You're a kind girl.
Red Hat went to see her father every Sunday, and whenever she could go and feed him, there was going to be a big party at the palace, and everybody could go. But the cook said,
But you, Red Hat, you cannot go the way you are dressed, so you have to stay in the kitchen.
when everybody left, the girl took off her dressing hat and went to the great party at the palace. With her shiny brown hair and with her beautiful princess dress, everybody looked at the beautiful creature. The prince went walking straight to her and said,
Do you want to dance with me?
he didn't even realize that she was the princess. As soon as she had a chance, she escaped and went to hide in a room. That night she was very happy. Next day, the cook couldn't stop talking about the beautiful girl.
I noticed that everybody liked the beautiful girl that came to the party last night.
Yeah, and they're hoping to see her again.
Why don't give another party? Maybe she will come.
That's a good idea.
And the prince threw another party, and the princess attended even more beautiful than the first time. The prince only danced with her. Again, as soon as she could, she escaped, and the prince threw another party at the palace. This time she attended with her beautiful dress. She was so beautiful that everybody admired her. The prince said,
You are the most beautiful girl I have ever seen, and the sweetest. I beg you not to leave and marry me.
The princess smiled but once again skipped. The prince was so sad that he couldn't even eat. One morning, the cook told Red Hat to prepare breakfast for the king. And over the jelly she put the wedding ring that the prince once gave her. When he saw it, he said,
From where did this come? Bring the cook!
The cook was very afraid and told the prince that she didn't prepare breakfast that morning. That Red Hat did it. The prince called her, and under her ready dress, she was wearing a beautiful gown.
Where did you get the ring that was over my plate?
Someone gave it to me, sir.
Who are you?
They call me Red Hat.
Let me see what you're hiding under that red hat.
She started taking off her ready dress slowly, and a wonderful wedding dress appeared.
Oh dear, it was you? I don't know if you can forgive me.
But since the princess loved him with all her heart, they started planning the wedding. Her father also came. The wedding ceremony was magnificent. But food was bad, with no spice on it, and nobody was eating. The prince was really angry and told the cook.
Nobody's eating this food.
Then the princess ordered the cook to bring some salt. Her father started to cry because he knew how much his youngest daughter loved him and how bad he was.
Nobody's eating this food. Please, my sweet daughter, forgive me.
I have nothing to forgive you, Father. I love you as much as food needs salt.
And they all lived happily forever.
But you Red Hat, you can't go the way you are dressed, so you have to stay in the kitchen.
Excellent.
and they all lived happily.
In my kingdom, and you cannot have my men living here? والله نذبح امك اعطيني اتفهمه. الو تعرف اني خربت علي كل شيء؟ ما هو انا حاطه سايلنت عشاني بسوي دوري. اوكي انا لسه مطول. طولين.
It was you?
The cook told me how to prepare breakfast for the prince.
What are you saying?
This